Welcome in here, ladies and gentlemen, to the Darlington Raceway. Some of them say it's one of the tracks that are too tough to tame, that they gotta dance with the lady in black right up against the fence here tonight. Who will be the one to be able to dance and not step on her feet? We are about to find out, but we gotta welcome you all in here tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Muth up here in the booth, as always, on a Wednesday night with the Salt Flat IROC Series, Season number 4. Round number 2, right here at the Darlington Raceway. Last week, we started things off, and a rookie put himself in victory lane. We've had rookie sensations before, but none like this so early into the season. Jordan Smith won last week's race, and then he was able, tonight, to put himself up on top of the speed charts. You will notice a little bit of different style in the driver of the number 5's paint scheme here tonight, as everybody does have the same paint scheme, but a little bit of a tweak to Jordan Smith. He'll be the first one to have a gold stripe instead of a silver stripe like everybody else out there on the raceway tonight. So take notice to that once we get things underway here at Darlington. Well, there you see it, the configuration here at Darlington. It's a little bit like an egg shaped. It's a 1.3 mile track here in South Carolina that they call the Darlington Raceway. Sun is setting here tonight, a little partly cloudy here at the track. 83 degrees is the air temperature. The track temperature sitting right now right around 90 degrees, so we'll see how that plays a factor here into the night's race. But you heard me talk about Jordan Smith being last week's winner. Well, that was at the Michigan International Speedway. Last week, Josiah Millen, though, finished second. Jason Dobbs finished in the 3rd position. Randy Johnson is tied for the 4th spot in our championship hunt, along with Joshua Taylor. And then there's another tie for the 6th position. It's Donald Bennett and Cole Day. 8 also has a tie after week number 1. Quincy Atkins and Darrell Clauder are tied for the 8th. And then sitting in 10th position is the man they call Lynn McNeese from Georgia. We'll see if he's able to move himself up through the point standings. But before we get things started here, as qualifying is coming up next here for the IROC Series, we're going to step away for just a moment and we'll be back here from the Darlington Raceway.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming
welcome back here to the Darlington Raceway. Qualifying is officially underway, and a couple drivers have now made their way to the racing surface here tonight. Let's check and see where some of these drivers are. Darrell Clotter working his way down the back straightaway here in the 26. One of the most consistent drivers. There you see the Gibson sponsorship on the side of that. Gibson AC and refrigerant. That is Darrell Clotter's business down there in Florida. And, well, he is the green flag here tonight at the Darlington Raceway, and now he goes to the top of our leaderboards here tonight. Right now, Colton Farrow sitting right there. He has noticed the same color as the 26 of Darrell Clotter. That means they are team cars here tonight at the Darlington Raceway. They always race as a team known as the Coast to Almost Coast Racers. Here's a driver out of Ironton, Ohio, that goes by the name of Brandon Massey. Right now, he is at the top of the speed charts. There you see with 6 drivers, now 7 drivers, as Timmy Valenzuela out of California, one of the Valenzuela brothers. He clocks in on the 6th position. Cody Levitt out of Las Vegas, a couple seasons ago, was the team championship driver. He goes from the pole now and gets knocked down to the 2nd position from IROC Kohlhaas. The ABV team for IROC Kohlhaas came on strong last season, especially at the Pocono International Raceway, where him and Michael Bromley, his teammate, put on one heck of a showing there. Right now, as he comes back across the line, will he go any faster on the second lap? Second lap is faster for him, but new fast time here. The driver that won last week now going to go to the top of the leaderboards. Jordan Smith, driver of the number 5 out of Texas, now is your provisional pole setter here tonight. You notice the gold striping on that number 5 as he works down the back straightaway. Gold striping this season here in the IROC series will indicate drivers who have wins within the series here in season number 4. Jordan Smith last week at the Michigan International Raceway was your winner, so he has a gold stripe. And right now has the pole and, well, just a little bit slower. 1/1000th slower on lap number 2, so lap number 1 will be the top spot. There's Randy Johnson just finishing up his qualifying lap. He is the 7th fastest driver on the track. Last week, your pole sitter was this man, the number 40, Josiah Millen out of Topton, Pennsylvania. Right now, lap number 1 puts him to the 9th fastest on the boards. And it looks like the 40 will be down onto pit road. His teammate of Donald Bennett coming out onto the raceway. Bennett also having a good race last week, being tied now for the 6th position in the iRacing points, or in your point standings here. Also being scored 3rd in the Draft Top Progression Series points. A couple top 5 finishes to start the year for the number 31 of Donald Bennett over there. Looking for possibly a win here in the IROC series. Cole Day just comes across the line, finishes up his qualifying attempt. It'll be 6th fastest, I believe, on lap number 1 for Cole Day. Just under a minute left here in our qualifying session. You see 22 out of the 24 drivers have taken a time here. Cole Day looking like he possibly has another one left in the bank for himself. So he'll come back across the start-finish line, and let's see if it's any faster for the 37 of Cole Day. It was 6th quickest, and it's going to go with 6th quickest. So the first lap for Cole Day going to be the money lap. Now Donald Bennett going to come across the timing and scoring. 15th quickest for the driver out of Topton, Pennsylvania, the Keystone Motorsports entry. Just about 20 seconds left in our qualifying session here. Todd Poston will take the NSRA 48. And oh boy, it looks like Poston may have had a little bit of an issue on his qualifying run here. Let's see as Poston comes across the start-finish line. It's going to be a 36.6, so that's good enough back there for the 22nd position in our timing and scoring. Qualifying will run down, and, well, that just means one thing, race fans. It is about time for the starting lineup here tonight. And this is going to be our Comics and Coffee starting lineup here from the Darlington Raceway. It is round number 2, and this is how the boys are going to line themselves up. Starting on the front row, the Integrate and Intimidate number 5 of Jordan Smith will win his pole. He's going to pick up right where he left off last week, starting in the front. IROC Kohlhaas, the Mohica Esports driver. The 29, the ABV racer tonight here in the Salt Flat IROC Series, going to start P number 2. Brandon Massey going to roll off the old shed 65, sitting there in the 3rd spot. The deeper, darker dew entry, that is Cody Levitt out of Las Vegas. He'll roll off in the 4th position. The Midnight Runner, the number 5, that is going to be Joshua Taylor in the 01. Jordan Smith's teammate, he goes by the name of Cole Day. He will roll the 37 off, starting in P number 6. The 7th position out of Georgia, driving the 84 NSRA Stables, that will be Lynn McNeese. Driving the number 12, your last season champion here with the Salt Flat IROC Series. Season number 3 champion, that's Randy the Man Johnson, also winning a Rookie of the Year last year. Starting in the 9th position, driver of the deeper, darker dew 88 out of Ohio. He goes by the name of Jamie Leach. The Topton, Pennsylvania driver, last week's pole setter, driving the number 40, that is Josiah Millen. Starting just outside the top 10, out of Utah, that will be the driver of the 62, Colton Farrow. Starting the 12th spot, out of Florida, his teammate, that's the 26th, the Coast to Almost Coast driver, Darrell Clauter. Starting in 13th here tonight, driver of the Mohica Esports, ABV number 7, DraftTop.com entry, Michael Bromley. Starting in 14th, the driver out of Carolina, driving the number 75, one of our Rookie of the Year candidates, that is Quincy Atkins. Starting 15th on the field, out of Topton, Pennsylvania, the Keystone Motorsports driver of Donald Bennett. The number 2, Joshua Buckley, rolling in here as a Rookie of the Year candidate. He rolls off 16th. 17th here tonight, the man out of Puerto Rico, TheBeastRacing.com, entry the 08, that is Orlando Rivera. Starting 18th on the field here tonight, driver of the 04 out of Utah, that is Danny Valenzuela. 19th on the grid, the rookie out of Florida, they call him Jeff Mathis. He drives the 57. The California kid, Timmy Valenzuela, he'll roll off 20th here tonight. 21st, going to go to Russ Hancock in the number 19. And out of Virginia, the NSRA, 48 of Todd Post, and he had troubles in qualifying. See if he can work his way up. 23rd here tonight, driver out of Utah, driving the 21. The Midnight Runners, 21, that is Jeff Bergner. The Go Vols Racing, no doubt racing, 98 of Jason Griffith will tag the rear of the field here tonight. That is your starting lineup as we are ready to go racing here. As the green flag is going to be in the air, the Gibson AC and refrigerant green flag is in the air. Let's go racing at Darlington. Who will be the first one to earn their Darlington stripe here tonight? One of them down onto the apron. That's the number 7 of Michael Bromley. He's going to elect to go to the back of the field here at the drop of the green flag. Look at them all race through turns 1, front 2, single file out. They are racing for the 3rd position. That's Brandon Massey and Cody Levitt. Down into turn 3. Now everybody really starts to file themselves single file, but it is Cole Day down to the inside. In the purple, the flat purple 37 of Cole Day to his outside. It's the neon highlighter yellow of Randy Johnson. Lap number 1 going to be complete here, and it is going to be Jordan Smith leading the first lap, and everybody is trailing the man. He's just going to pick up right where he left off. Didn't qualify in the pole last week, but qualified second, and now qualifies one spot better as you see the lights on here at Darlington for the stars of the Salt Flat IROC Series. Well, as you see, the 12 and the 37 having a little paint swapping as it looks like the 12 of Randy Johnson gonna go sideways, but he's gonna be able to gather it up. Timmy Valenzuela looking like he maybe had some issues in that 05 machine. He has gone around, but the green flag is gonna stay out. He looks like he's gonna actually take the tow back to pit road, so we will stay green flag racing here at Darlington. 2 laps in the books this time by at the start-finish line as they work off turn number 4. It will be turn number 2, actually, a little farther ahead of ourselves. As you see, Jordan Smith, Ira Kohlhaas, Brandon Massey, right there, all 1, 2, 3, nose to tail. Then it's Cody Levitt just trailing him. And look at Josh Taylor. He goes to the outside of the number 40 of Josiah Millen. He takes over the spot. And look at Lynn McNeese. He's having a good time down here in the south. Boy from Georgia, just down the road, finds himself running in the 7th position. Jamie Leach is running in 8th. Colton Farrow is 9th right now. Darrell Clauter is 10th. Everybody has really started to single file themselves out. It looks like Danny Valenzuela going to go around here, and I think possibly the number 19 of Russ Hancock just out of our picture down there. There it is, the 19 of Russ Hancock. So let's find out what happened to Danny Valenzuela. There you see the pink machine go. Oh, it looks like Hancock into the outside wall. He thought maybe the 04 was going to go down below him. Unfortunately, both of them going to make the contact. Maybe we can go back here. Let's watch this from a little bit different angle. Maybe we can see if the 19 lifts, and the car looks like it just pushes straight up into the outside wall. Valenzuela right there, nowhere to go. Everybody else actually able to go ahead and get around that incident. So that will bring out the first caution flag here of the night. Jordan Smith will be our race leader. Will he elect to come down pit road? He will bring the number 5 down pit road. He's going to bring Cody Levitt along with him, and a couple other of those drivers will come all down pit road. Looks like Cole Haas and Massey going to stay out with, I believe, 75 of Quincy Atkins will also stay out. So some of your leaders going to take advantage here of this early caution flag at Darlington. There you see Timmy Valenzuela. He had his early issues. So tonight for the over-the-wall racing team has not been very well because their crews now are going to have to go over the wall and get to work on these IROCs here tonight. Probably going to see a lot of 4-tire stops here as Jordan Smith will hit his box here. He is box number 1. There you can see the difference between Smith and Levitt. There you see the gold on the 5 of Jordan Smith and the silver on the 38 of Cody Levitt, and everybody else down through the field because we don't have another winner just yet this season. Who will win the battle off pit road, though, we were going to find out here in just a second. Looks like Millen is down and away. Levitt, now Smith's going to be released. He will come out in the first position. First driver out of pit road will be Jordan Smith, then Cody Levitt, Josh Taylor, Josiah Millen, Jamie Leach, and then it's going to be Lynn McNeese rounding out the top 10. Just taking a look at who stayed out. It was Cole Haas and Massey, Atkins, Bromley. So 4 drivers will stay out here under this caution flag number 1 this evening, right here at the Darlington Raceway. First caution flag here of the evening brought to us by Ray's Energy Drink. You need a little bump. You need something that's going to keep you going, get you hydrated, and still energized. Head on over to raysenergy.com or repsports.com, and on your checkout, type in code UTWRX, and you will receive 15% on your checkout of your purchase from Rep Sports or Ray's Energy. Make sure to head on over there and get that. I can tell you it's what fuels all the drivers here of the Salt Flat IROC Series, along with all the announcers, behind-the-scenes workers here, the graphical department, the replay department, right here at the Turn 3 Racing Network. That's what keeps us focused and on the ball, especially here tonight, Dancing with the Lady in Black. We're going to need all the help we can get and stay energized up here in the booth. But these guys put on one heck of a show. What do you say, race fans? Go ahead, if you're watching this race and you appreciate, you love the paints, the concept behind the series, because we don't just go to the Darlington Raceway here in South Carolina. We head to the hills of Michigan. We will wind up at Pocono this year. Darlington, we're here at Darlington. Dover. We head to a whole bunch of different tracks throughout the iRacing.com platform. So go ahead, give them a thumbs up. Let them know you appreciate exactly what they have going on here in the Salt Flat IROC Series. And if it's the first time tuning in here tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, get all the notifications when we go live. We bring you live content from not only these IROCs, these street stocks here from the Darlington Raceway, we also bring you super speedway quality racing action all the way to the dirt style, the Dirt to Daytona series. They call it the Progression Series. Salt Flat has that right here on a Tuesday night also. So go ahead, hit the subscribe button, get a notification when either myself, KR Stolfus, Chris Lagoo, Rick Hammond, David Worrell, or even Al Smith bring you the live racing action here on the iRacing.com platform. We also got to thank a couple other of our sponsors here under this caution flag. We got to thank all the people over at Midnight Performance, bringing you the checkered flag at Darlington tonight. The starting lineup was brought to us by Coffee and Comics, the Gibson's AC and refrigerant green flag, and of course the post-race show here at Darlington, always presented by the Mohica Esports Group. Make sure to check all those guys out over on Facebook.com. Every single one of them you can find over there. Give them a like, give them the thumbs up. And, well, this time by, the iRacing Pace Truck lights will go out, so that means we're going to double them up, and we're going to go back green flag racing with 60 laps to go in this round of 2. It's the second round of the IROC series here at the Darlington Raceway. Cole Haas will lead us back to green with Massey, Atkins, Bromley, and Smith, your top 5. Then it's Levitt, Taylor, Millen, Leach, McNeese, rounding out your top 10 drivers. Right now, it looks like just 2 drivers down on pit road. 3 drivers, actually. Both, looks like Dobbs having some issues getting into the server here tonight, so he is down on pit road with the 24th position. Russ Hancock also having some issues here. I believe he is down on pit road right now, being shown in the 23rd position. We got to give a big shout out to Russ Hancock and everything he does. He is an essential worker, race fans. He is a firefighter. And of course, without the firefighters, you know, a lot of us would have hectic lives. We know one of our very own here with the Salt Flat Series had a fire at his home not too long ago, and we can't wait for him to come back. Greg O'Berry sitting on the sidelines for the time being, one of the stronger competitors here in the Salt Flat IROC Series. But right now, it's about to get heavy as these other competitors are going to go back racing. Green flag back into the air. The Gibson AC and refrigerant green flag as everybody comes up through the 4-speed. We will race into turn 1, racing into the night here. There you see everybody starts to really single file out. It's Cole Haas, Atkins, there is Smith, the biggest mover on that restart, goes from 5th to 3rd right away. You see everybody sliding off of turn number 2. Right now, Cole Haas, a one-time winner in the IROC Series, leading us around here. There you see Jordan Smith, though. He's got 4 fresh tires, and he is looking to the inside here, trying to take away the 2nd position. Not going to be able to at the line. Cody Levitt going to go to the inside here of the 65 of Brandon Massey. Massey, remember, he is one of those drivers that stayed out. He has not pitted yet here tonight, so a little bit older tires, playing a little bit different of the strategy. Josiah Millen will be the next one on the chopping block, as Jordan Smith actually did get around the 75 machine of Atkins. Let's look at them all back here. The 62, that is Colton Farrow. You see him just at the back of this pack, and behind them, Darrell Carter was side by side with the number 12 of Randy Johnson. There you see Cole Day side by side with Donald Bennett, that time out of turn number 4. They are battling for the 12th position. Cole Day trying to come back through the field. Looks like a little bit slow of a pit stop, as remember, he actually made contact with Randy Johnson, and they lost all the track position that they did have. So looks like Dave will get around Bennett. Now it's going to be up to the number 12 of Randy Johnson to see if he can get around him. Darrell Clotter, though, still hanging on to the 15th position. It looks like Randy Johnson will work to the inside on Donald Bennett. Now Cole Day going to work on the 84, Lynn McNeese. Cole Day going to, McNeese into the outside wall. Bennett into the outside wall, nowhere to go. Bennett's going to slap it back off the outside wall. There goes the number 48. That's top post into the inside. Right behind them, Bromley. No, not Bromley. That is actually Buckley. Buckley down into the inside wall, and that car is going to be expired here tonight. Motor tore out of that number 2 machine. He'll have to take the tow back to pit road. Ira Kohlhaas slideways out of turn number 4. Into the outside wall for the 29 of Ira Kohlhaas. He has those older tires. The ABV driver going to go from the race lead all the way back to about the 10th position. So a big loss right there for the 29 of Ira Kohlhaas. That's going to turn the race lead back over to Jordan Smith. Then it's Quincy Atkins holding down the 2nd position as they're side by side for the race lead. Jordan Smith going to drive it into the outside lane. Try and just eat the outside. One of them into the outside wall. The 38 of Cody Levitt going to go up there and get his Darlington stripe at the line. It might have been Jordan Smith. We'll have to see, as now they are working side by side down into turn number 1. The advantage now going to possibly shift here to that outside lane. That's the hard, tricky part here. Smith into the outside wall coming out of turn number 2. Blinks out for just a moment. Look at Michael Bromley start to move to the inside here on Cody Levitt down the back straightaway. As they work into the turns number 3 and 4, it looks like the 75 of Atkins right now is being shown as the race leader. Jordan Smith going to use the momentum to the outside, coming to complete lap number 15. Jordan Smith will rally back with the momentum from the high side here tonight. Takes the lead at the start-finish line. Will he be able to actually complete this pass, though, as Atkins holding his way down on the bottom? Atkins last night here at Darlington put in a lot of test laps here in the iRacing.com server. Hosted a couple lobbies last night, and Atkins went to the moon. Or actually, it was Dobbs that went to the moon as he made contact with Atkins. And you can see the test laps, though, really showing to be positive here for the driver of the 75. Able to hold his own on those old tires. They are side by side for the race lead at the line. That time, Jordan Smith definitely ahead of the 8 ball. So Smith will get credit with that lap lead. They are single filed out behind them now. On board here with the driver of the 65, Brandon Massey, just following these front 2 leaders that are stuck side by side right now here at Darlington. Normally when we head to Darlington, you don't see the side by side. Oh, look at Atkins. Gonna come up the track just a little bit, touch Jordan Smith. Caution flag gonna come out. It looks like possibly taking a peek at who it might be. I think Jeff Mathis has gone around in the 57 machine. Mathis out of Florida, driving the 57 here this year as a rookie. Teammate of Quincy Atkins right now at the front of the field. Let's take the look back here. What happened? Oh, there you actually see McNeese was turned around with Orlando Rivera, Jeff Bergner, and McNeese sliding. And oh, Valenzuela also going to get into it. We'll have to watch this back because it actually started with Orlando Rivera. Right here as our camera pans. There you see McNeese into the outside wall. They made the contact. And everybody stayed hammered down. You see Rivera into the inside wall. There you see McNeese getting a second dose. And Danny Valenzuela in the 04 comes into the picture there. There you see the 84 into the outside wall, a contact with Rivera. There you see the 21 of Jeff Bergner, nowhere to go. He goes spinning around. He actually is able to do the 360 with his machine, and he's going to be able to get pointed back into the right direction. So Mathis, Valenzuela, Bergner, all involved in this one, along with Lynn McNeese, bringing out our second caution flag here of the night. As strategy being played here once again at Darlington. A couple drivers going to come down to pit road, but it will be still Quincy Atkins staying out, taking the track position over the pit road, over new tires. Now it looks like he may be bringing the 75 down pit road, but he's going to lose a ton of track position here tonight. Orlando Rivera will also follow the 75 down pit road here, so that's going to turn things back over to the man who was just down on pit road. Looks like he took 4 tires on this number 5 machine as he blinks off our timing and scoring. So we're change the camera, look at Josh Taylor right here. Josh Taylor having 1 win in the IROC series, and that came in season number 2, where Josh Taylor was able to clinch a victory. I think it's the only race that I have ever missed in the booth for the Salt Flat IROC series. And of course, Josh Taylor had to go park it in victory lane that day. So he will come out of the pits running second. Jamie Leach, season 2 champion. He will be running there in the 3rd position. Josiah Millen works his way up into 4th now through the yellow flag pit stops. Then it's Cody Levitt, Todd Poston up 16 spots. Poston is the biggest mover of the race with that red NSRA 48 machine tonight. Colton Farrow up into the 7th spot. Cole Day dropping down into the 8th spot. Now Randy Johnson into 9th. Both those drivers, remember, making contact in the early couple laps of this event here at Darlington, now have had to try and work their way back through the field. Donald Bennett sitting there just in the 10th position. Getting word that the driver of the number 2 of Joshua Buckley, one of the Rookie of the Year candidates, he is officially going to be retired from this race. Too much damage on the number 2. The motor had expired. About 40 minutes of required repairs. Just taking a peek. It looks like a couple drivers down on pit road. Jeff Mathis Remember, he was involved in that accident. He's got a lot of damage to his 57. He's down on pit road right now. Also down on pit road, Timmy Valenzuela. Josh Buckley, you heard he is out of the event. Russ Hancock has returned to the racing surface. Jason Griffith-Dobbs, I believe, possibly having some computer issues, and he did not take to the green flag. See if he's able to get back out here onto the track, because he could pick up a couple positions here tonight. Still about 50 laps. It is 50 laps left in this race here at Darlington. Looks like the 19 of Hancock will try and take a wave around here. He is currently, I believe that is 11 laps down to the race leader that's just behind him of Jordan Smith. See if the lights on this iRacing pace truck go out this time, if we can go back racing next time by. We will, as you see Hancock get the wave around. He'll go tag the rear of the field. Couple drivers going to utilize this yellow flag and play some strategy. Donald Bennett down pit road. Looks like he is bringing, is that Brandon Massey, Ira Kohlhaas, and Michael Bromley along with them. So they're going to top off the fuel tanks here, see if they can stretch their fuel just a little bit farther. Jeff Mathis going to return to the raceway with his 57 machine. Looks like he'll be held down onto the apron, so they will be able to work their way around him, and he will join the rear of the field. So we're going to be going back green flag racing here with 22 laps officially in the book. Jordan Smith leading the first quarter of this one here at the Darlington Raceway. Race fans, we thank you for all tuning in here tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network, watching the Salt Flat IROC series right here from the Darlington Raceway. iRacing pace truck going to make that left-hand turn. That means at the start-finish line, we are going to go back green flag racing. Look at them all bunch up 2 by 2. Here we come. Out of turn 4. Green flag going to go back in the air. The Gibson AC and Refrigerant green flag is, look at that inside lane. Just line up and start to dominate as they work into turn number 1. 3 purple cars down to the bottom. 2 of them are teammates. 1 of them is not. Jamie Leach, teammates with Cody Levitt, run right now 2nd and 4th. As Jordan Smith will lead them out of turn number 2. 1 of them into the outside wall. That's the driver of the 01 out of Tennessee. That was Joshua Taylor. Taylor gets his Darlington stripe, and he's going to hang it sideways there. Oh, he's going to go up into the outside wall. Millen going to take advantage. They're going to go 3 wide, almost 4 wide out of turn number 4. Poston in the middle with Farrow down to the bottom. Taylor going to lift out of the top side. They're going to single file that back out. Taylor into the outside wall once again down here in turn number 1. Handling issues for the driver of that 01 machine. Looks like he's able to work his way off of turn number 4. Here comes Colt, turn number 2. Here comes Cole Day to the inside on Colton Farrow. He'll make the pass. Randy Johnson just going to try and follow in the footsteps of the number 12. Johnson sideways that time in the middle of 3 and 4. Is going to slide it off corner number 4. They were able to hang on to these machines. A little contact there between Farrow and Johnson. A little side draft, little bump and run there. So now Johnson following Day. They both pick up the 6th and 7th position. Look at Cole Day now hitting the back bumper of that 48. That's Todd Poston, the super speedway specialist here tonight. Remember, all these drivers come from different variants of backgrounds of racing. There you see a super speedway driver and Todd Poston, a short track driver, and Randy Johnson. And the dirt track driver, Cole Day, going to make contact with Poston. Poston's going to go around. Oh, nowhere for Kohlhaas to go. Poston going to get a bunny hop after he makes contact with the 29 machine, putting us under the 3rd caution flag here of the evening. We'll have to go back here in just a second and watch that as it all unfolded. Looked like Timmy Valenzuela also having a little bit of issues out there on lap 22 with the 05 machine. So let's go back and watch this and see if we can get an overhead shot here. There it already is unfolded with the 48 of Poston. He spins it around, and Kohlhaas was locked up on the brakes. Let's go back and watch this once again, though. There you see the 37 of Cole Day down to the inside of the 48 of Poston. Day going to slide up just a little bit, and when Poston goes to react to try and get that 48 machine turned back around, car just unloads, spins it around, and Ira Kohlhaas just know where to go. We'll go back and let's see if we can actually catch this on board here with Ira Kohlhaas. There you heard it. He was already down. Oh, and right there when Poston just did that last little bit of a spin. Sounds like some motor damage possibly as Ira Kohlhaas rolls away. Well, you talk about strategies. Strategies, strategies, strategies. That's what the IROC series is all about. That's what makes it one of the best racing series on the iRacing platform. These guys do run a limited fuel tank here in the street stocks, the rebadged as IROCs. And you can win by strategy week in and week out. It's going to always come down to a fuel play. Right now, Millen pitting on lap 18, so he's been out there for 10 laps. He stays out along with Randy Johnson, Colton Farrow, Darrell Clauter, a couple other drivers in that. Quincy Atkins also staying out here. Brandon Massey, Bromley, Bennett. Jordan Smith was your race leader. He came down pit road. It looks like a 2-tire stop for the number 5 of Jordan Smith. He comes out now running in the 8th spot. Jamie Leach also coming down pit road along with Cody Levitt. Cole Day, Jeff Bergner, everybody else back there has been into pit road to get service done to their vehicles. So those drivers will have new tires and a full tank of fuel. Fuel estimated here tonight, maybe if you can stretch it, 26. But I think that's going to be just a little bit out of the reach for a lot of these drivers here tonight. So you're looking at Josiah Millen, who will take over the race lead here. We'll see if the iRacing pace truck lights go out this time by or not. We do know it'll be Millen, Johnson, Farrell, Clauder, your top 4 with Atkins. Look at Quincy Atkins back up into the mix. He'll take over the 5th position. Jeff Mathis is back out on track. Right now, he is being shown 2 laps down, running in the 19th position. Looks like Ira Kohlhaas is down on pit road. Todd Poston also spending a couple extra minutes down on pit road right now with the 48 machine. The lights are coming on here at the Darlington Raceway. We are racing into the nighttime. One of the greatest features here on the iRacing platform is, well, the lights factor. Darlington for the longest time. NASCAR ran here for, well, I can't even tell you exactly how many years at this point, but it's been a staple on the NASCAR circuit. Never having lights here at Darlington. This, what was it, last year, putting lights at the Darlington Raceway. I can't even remember now. I'm trying to think of it. I can't remember exactly when they put the lights at the Darlington Raceway. But either way, the nighttime factor of racing here at Darlington, an absolute beautiful thing. As it looks like the iRacing pace truck lights do go out, so we'll go back racing with 40 laps to go in this round number 2. Next week, we head to a little bit different track. We head all the way out to the Las Vegas Motor Speedway with these IROCs for round number 3 before we head up to Milwaukee. That's a new track to the season, new track to the series this season for round number 4. We'll see how that plays out. Darlington, though, always putting on great shows. As you see, everybody's still side by side. 2 drivers still sitting down on pit road. That will be Ira Kohlhaas and Todd Poston. It looks like Jordan Smith and Cody Levitt coming back down pit road along with the 88 of Jamie Leach and Cole Day. Jeff Bergner also coming back down pit road. So they top off the fuel tanks here with 40 laps to go. They could split this 20 and 20 if we go green the rest of the way. iRacing pace truck down and away. The Gibson AC and refrigerant green flag coming back out. Green flag back into the air. The Topton, Pennsylvania. The Keystone Motorsports driver going to smash the gas. Randy Johnson going to switch lanes. We'll have to see how that plays out as he switched lanes from the outside to the inside. Colton Farrow sitting there in third, and then it's going to be Quincy Atkins. They single file out. One of them up the track a little out of shape, the 26 up there on quarter. 31 of Donald Bennett now goes single file. Look at this, for the first time here tonight, everybody inside your top 10 going to single file things out right away. McNeese getting passed by the 88 of Jamie Leach and the 37 of Cole Day, though, out of turn number 2. That's going to drop McNeese back into the 14th position. Everybody else single file out. Danny Valenzuela actually into the outside wall. Here comes Donald Bennett moving up in turn number 4. He looked to the inside of Orlando Rivera, but did not have a run. So Millen will come back around here. He's got Randy Johnson all over the tail of him. Down the back straightaway they go. Single file right now. Millen, Johnson, Farrow, Atkins. All right there, just running nose to tail, seeing if they could run away from Brandon Massey. Massey is just hanging out just behind this group of cars as we look back here. There you see Brandon Massey just trailing into the 5th position. Looks like Bennett trying to get around, or actually that's the 01 of Taylor getting around Donald Bennett, dropping him back down into the 10th position. An unscheduled pit stop there for Jordan Smith as he comes back out onto the racetrack. He will be shown 1 lap down. Not sure if there was a penalty for Jordan Smith, but he now falls 1 lap down, running in the 19th position. Look at them all fan out down the back or front straightaway here. That was actually Danny Valenzuela, Cody Levitt. I believe that's the 57 there, the yellow car. That is Mathis in the 57. And Jeff Berger, they were 4 wide down the front straightaway for a moment. They all elected to go single file. Now here comes Levitt battling back to the inside of Mathis. Not the battle on track for position. At the front, they're going to complete another one. 34 laps in the books. Millen still out front here in this one. Next time by, the halfway flags will fly here at the Darlington Raceway. Millen into the outside wall, sideways. Look at his hands. They were full. You could see the red glove there coming out of 2. Everybody lifted behind him, and he was able to actually hang on to that machine. So Johnson and Farrow giving Millen a second chance to lead this race. Looking back here on our draft top camera, here comes Randy Johnson on the front straightaway. He will now get to the inside of Millen as they will go side by side into turn number 1. Johnson trying to take the lead for the first time here tonight at Darlington. He will be able to take the lead. Will Millen be able just to fall back into the line? It looks like he will find a home. Oh, 2 cars into the outside wall. That was Millen and Farrow as they worked out of turn number 2. Now coming to the inside, it's going to be Quincy Atkins in the 75 machine. He'll try and take back the 3rd spot and work his way 1 position closer to the front where he has been already tonight. Halfway into the books, Randy Johnson leading this one for the first time tonight. He'll pick up an extra bonus point here in the championship hunt. So they single file out for the moment, but Quincy Atkins not going to be settled and happy with just running there. As Massey hard into the outside wall out of turn number 2. Look at Quincy Atkins, though. He is up 10 positions so far here tonight. Looking to gain the 11th spot. He just cannot get to the inside of Colton Farrow just yet. They're going to complete another one. 37 in the book here. Single file out front. A little bit farther back here, though. You see the 5, Jordan Smith, trying to work his way back through the field the old-fashioned way. Needs to get a lap back. He currently is sitting in that 19th position. He is not on the lead lap. He is actually a couple laps down now, actually. Looking like he has shown 3 laps down. 4 now, actually. Timing and scoring updates. I believe it was the blinking issue, the internet connection issue for number 5. There of Jordan Smith, which put him behind the 8 ball. These 2 drivers, though, the 31 of Bennett and the 08 of Rivera, still duking it out back here just inside the top 10. They are running 9th and 10th on the timing and scoring. But look at Jamie Leach as he has now brought the 88 Deeper Darker Dew machine now into position number 11, trying to get around. And back into the top 10. He's got Cole Day behind him and Jeff Bergner just trailing a little bit. Cody Levitt a little off the pace. As you can see, that 38 machine has damage on the right front. Danny Valenzuela running in the 15th position right now. He's been caught up in a wreck or two here tonight. A lot of damage on that 04 machine. Nothing changing out front. Still Randy Johnson, still Josiah Millen trying to find. And right there is the battle. That is side by side. Bennett going to go to the high side here, and he will get around Orlando Rivera. As now Jamie Leach saw him go to the outside, and he will try to make it through. Somebody down to the apron there. That was Josh Taylor in the 01 machine. Taylor was able to hang on to it, though, last time by. Look how far your race leaders have got. This is Josh Taylor. He's back here on the lead lap, running in the 8th position. Where's Randy Johnson? As Taylor enters turn 1, Randy Johnson leads the train just now, exiting turn number 2. There you can see that second pack as they work down the back straightaway. About a half straightaway ahead, this lead pack is. Michael Bromley is the caboose of this pack. Darrell Clauter is right there. Then it's Brandon Massey, who is side by side with Atkins. Atkins has worked his way into the top 5 once again, but has not been able to go up there and get around the 62 of Colton Farrow. Massey looking to get a little bit racy here on lap 42. He's sitting right now currently in the 5th spot. Started 3rd here tonight, has dropped back 2. Everybody else inside that top 5 up numerous positions here tonight. As Atkins going to go down to the bottom. Another great run out of turn number 2. Will he be able, though, to get to the inside? Farrow going to throw a huge block down into turn number 3. Massey going to try to run the high side, see if he can keep the momentum built up in that 65 machine as they work out of turn 4. It looks like Atkins thought about going to the bottom once again. Farrow going to block him. Atkins going to go a little bit lower. Will he be able to put the nose down there to the inside? He is not going to be. Massey, though, inching closer on the outside. Speeds down into turn number 1. Right around 145. Massey into the outside wall. Massey getting contact with the outside wall. Now going to drop back just a little bit. The speed doesn't seem to be knocked out of the car. No real damage on the side of that IROC. These IROCs here tonight at the Darlington Raceway are built to bang that outside wall just a little bit. They've reinforced these machines on the right side. Now Massey thinking about coming to the inside on the 75. And he will get down there to the inside. Atkins going to give him a little bit of room. Not going to give him much, though. Atkins does not go straight up against the outside wall here at Darlington. Doesn't need to. Both drivers able to keep him off the wall there. Atkins was really close, though. Look at the side-by-side back here. Oh, contact. Quincy Atkins going to go down to the inside. Him and Massey made the contact. And now it looks like smoke out of the 75. So both drivers headed towards pit road. Massey and Atkins were both inside the top 5 with just 26 laps to go. Massey will bring it straight to pit road. This could be a scheduled stop. He might be able to make it from here if he comes down and gets the fuel. Quincy Atkins' night looks like it's going to go up in smoke in that 75, though. He was having a great run here at Darlington. It will not be the finish for the driver out of Carolina as he would like. Randy Johnson, though, still leading. So now it went from, it was about a 7-car front breakaway to now 3 cars have broken themselves away. Johnson, Millen, and Farrow. Darrell Clauter sitting back here just off about, call it about 1 second to Randy Johnson. Right behind him, a half a second back. That's Michael Bromley in the number 7 tonight. Jamie Leach, Cole Day, and then you see the 5, that is Jordan Smith. He is a couple laps down. Cole Day, his teammate right there. There you can tell Smith did win that race last week as he has the gold on his number 5 machine, possibly coming to pit road. Nope, just backing up, trying to maybe save enough fuel to make it the rest of the way is the driver of the number 5. There you see the 21, that is Jeff Bergner. Jeff running in the 8th position. His teammate, Josh Taylor, right behind him. The Midnight Runners are running nose to tail here at Darlington. Orlando Rivera has got back around Donald Bennett running for the 10th position. That rounds out the top 10 drivers. Now Rivera going to go to the inside here of the 01 of Josh Taylor. That's the battle for the 9th and 10th position on track. Pit stops may be happening here. It looks like Down pit road is Timmy Valenzuela in the 05 machine as we continue to watch this battle here between Rivera and Taylor. Oh, contact there between both of them. That time out of turn number 2. They were completely sideways, Rivera and Taylor. Bennett's going to capitalize on Taylor's misfortunes. Taylor falling back to the 11th position. That'll move Bennett inside the top 10 once again. Randy the Man Johnson, as you see him going around the lap down traffic. That is Danny Valenzuela. He was on the lead lap, running into the 14th position. He'll go a lap down. He has 04 machine underpowered here tonight after being caught up in a couple incidents. Darrell Clauter has not been able to gain any on-your-race leaders of Colton Farrow, Millen, or Johnson as they still continue to run the nose-to-tail freight train around the Darlington Raceway. Last time by at the line, the fastest car was the 62 of Colton Farrow, who is third, sitting there in line in that draft. Oh, Valenzuela into the outside wall hard that time out of turn number 2. Rode the wall since that front right tire is out. When the outside wall grabbed that tire, it went up onto 2 wheels for Danny Valenzuela. He was able to keep it pointed in the right direction. I'm sure Michael Bromley back there, who possibly got a draft top in his hand and a adult beverage in the other, trying to open it, probably had to throw those items. He's running in that 5th spot. Bromley having a good showing here with just 20 laps to go. Possible green flag pit stops will be coming here in just a couple of laps at the Darlington Raceway. Looks like that Jamie Leach Cold Day parade have all got nose to tail. Jeff Bergner right there. Oh, contact between all 4 of those drivers. And Bergner actually really had to lift off the throttle in that 21 as he was all sorts of out of shape. So Bergner going to lose a couple car lengths, possibly. Still should be able to draft back up to that battle. Quincy Atkins still sitting down on pit road in the 75 machine, shown in the 18th position. His night may be over with here at Darlington with 19 laps to go. Your race leaders do not look like they are coming down this time as they come out of turn 4, so it'll be just 18 laps to go for the race leaders here at the 1.3 egg-shaped racetrack that they claim is too tough to tame. All 3 of these drivers count 4 as Darrell Clauter is right there. Just a little bit farther back, Michael Bromley still running in that 5th position, but Darrell Clauter, how about him tonight? He has moved up 8 positions. Started in P number 12, worked his way up here through the strategy game. Now has a chance to possibly win this one. Is he going to be coming to pit road this time? It looks like he is down onto the apron. Your leaders will stay up, but your 2 teammates, the Coast to Almost Coast Racers, Colton Farrow and Darrell Clauter to pit road here with just 17 laps to go here at Darlington. They will make their final pit stop of the night. Donald Bennett also going to bring the 31 Keystone Motorsports entry down pit road. So 3 drivers inside the top 10 elect that lap 17 is far enough for them, and they will come down pit road. They will start the green flag pit cycle. Now it's just 2 of them, Johnson and Millen. Now Johnson's going to come down. Will Millen come along with him? Millen hard onto the brakes. A late entry for the number 40 of Millen. Johnson will get down to pit road speed. Millen will follow in tow. That will turn the race lead over to the first time tonight. Michael Bromley will lead his first laps here of the season. The number 7 machine now leads here at Darlington. So Johnson, Millen, Taylor, all down pit road, the second wave of the green flag pit cycle. So another 3 drivers inside the top 10 come down that time by. Who will be the next ones? Will Michael Bromley elect? Because he is getting the lead that he has chewed down very fast. Because Cold Day, Jeff Bergner, here comes Michael Bromley. He will bring it to pit road this time. So as he brings down that number 7, ABV number 7, to pit road, that now turns things over to another new driver. Cold Day will lead his first laps here of the night. He's being pushed by his teammate, the number 5 of Jordan Smith. Smith not in contention at this point for the race lead. He is still shown, I think, 3 laps down on our timing and scoring as Cold Day gets around him. Bennett coming back out onto the track after his pit stop. He is shown now 2 laps down to the race leader of Cold Day. Cold Day Gonna maybe play the different strategy. Everybody else pitting early. Cole Day gonna stay out and possibly pit late. We've had a couple caution flags here this evening. Cole Day may be thinking if I can put a couple of them a lap down, maybe a caution flag might fly here in the late stages of this one, and he won't have to battle with as many drivers here tonight. Down on pit road, thebeastracing.com, away to Orlando Rivera, and Michael Bromley also coming down pit road. Also, Jeff Mathis on pit road, along with Russ Hancock that time by. So now, just looking through, waiting on about 6 drivers still to make their final pit stop here tonight. Taylor back into pit road. I believe a pit road speeding exiting penalty for the driver of the 01, so Taylor's going to take himself out of contention here tonight with this final green flag pit run. The interesting strategy that I'm playing through the Mind Race fans is you got 2 of your team cars right now. You see them on screen, Cole Day and Jordan Smith. Cole Day is your race leader. Jordan Smith is running back into the 14th spot after multiple laps down from an internet connection issue. If I was the team drivers here, or the team owner of that team, I would actually put the 5 in front of the 37 of Cole Day. The 5 being laps down won't affect him any, and Cole Day having to actually race him at the end of this one. He has too many laps down. But by the 5 being out in front of the 37, he could pull that 37 around and save a little bit of fuel for Cole Day here. But he has not. And now here comes that 31, Bennett. Bennett right now is still 2 laps down to your race leaders, but he is trying to get one back. He has faster lap times the last couple of laps by. Last time by for Donald Bennett was a 34.2. Your race leader was a 34.65. So just a couple tenths of a second faster for Donald Bennett, as he does have the advantage of getting that draft. When will Cole Day pit, though, is the question. Still yet to pit, and we will come to get 10 laps to go this time by, and Cole Day will now peel off to the inside. Here comes Jordan Smith along with him. So both those teammates will bring her to pit road for the final time here tonight. Jamie Leach also coming to pit road. Jeff Bergner coming to pit road. Cody Levitt going to make his final pit stop of the night. That will leave 1 driver out there on the track that is yet to pit, and I believe that's going to be the 84, Lynn McNeese. He will not be the race leader. He was 1 lap down when all the green flag pit cycles started. This should cycle Randy the Man Johnson, the big unit they call him, race fans, back to the race lead. We will see, though. I'm looking at, where is Josiah Millen? There he is. Millen's now going to come off turn number 2. Remember, they came in nose to tail. Randy Johnson, though, 5 seconds faster in his pit stop for fuel, will get him a 3, almost 4-second race lead right now. Randy Johnson will come by. It'll be 9 laps to go. He will now take over the race lead officially, as there's Cole Day, there's Jordan Smith. They will race off pit road. Cole Day will lose the lead. Will Millen be able to get around him? Where is Millen? There he comes. He's got the momentum built up. Will he be able to hold the second position? Millen working out of turn 2. He will have the momentum in that number 40 Keystone Motorsports entry. He will now take over that second position. Cole Day, though, going to play the fuel strategy perfect. Teammates working in tandem here tonight will get Cole Day back up to the 3rd position after the green flag pit cycle. Cody Levitt comes out running 4th, right ahead of Michael Bromley. Colton Farrell, losing a couple spots, came in running 3rd in the order. He falls back to the 6th position. Jeff Bergner is running 7th. Jamie Leach going to lose a couple here under the green flag pit cycle. Loses 2, actually. Runs now into the 8th spot. Darrell Clauter loses a bunch of positions. Goes from inside the top 5 back to running 9th. Orlando Rivera still going to be running 10th. And 11th is Donald Bennett. Danny Valenzuela is 12th. Lynn McNeese is 13th. 14th, Josh Taylor. Jeff Mathis now works into the 15th position. 8 laps to go here. Greg O'Berry setting him up, knocking him down as he goes around the 05. That is Timmy Valenzuela. Timmy currently running into the 17th position. About 8 laps down for the driver of the 05 out of California. The real estate guru, they call him. Randy Johnson going to work his way now off of turn number 4 here. So 7 laps to go for Randy Johnson. Cole Day has actually caught Millen, and he actually got around him, and they box Millen in just a little bit going down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Millen going to give up that spot for the time being. He'll run behind the number 5 there of Jordan Smith and the 37 of Cole Day. So it's Johnson, Day, Millen, your top 3 drivers. They have about a 4-second lead over these drivers. Cody Levitt, Michael Bromley, and Colton Farrow. They still run nose to tail, so a 3-car pack back here. We're looking to see where all the other drivers are running on track currently. A couple drivers off track. That consists of Brandon Massey. He is off track numerous laps down, running in the 20th position. Quincy Atkins has retired here tonight. He is in the 21st spot. Ira Kohlhaas also down on pit road. He is going to be shown 22nd. Josh Buckley, 23rd, and Jason Dobbs having some computer issues here tonight on the iRacing service. He will be shown with the 24th position. Now it looks like something happened to Randy Johnson. We didn't see what happened to Johnson. Maybe. I'm getting indication that Johnson has had to go into fuel-saving mode here. Not getting enough fuel in the number 12 machine. With just 5 laps to go, Randy Johnson having to back it down. That time, out of turn number 2, Randy Johnson was actually 20 miles an hour slower exiting turn number 2, going into that fuel-saving mode, just trying to get the No Doubt Racing number 12 back around here. But he's only going to be able to back out of it so much, because this time with 4 laps to go, Cody Levitt is coming, and he is coming in a hurry. Cody Levitt at the start-finish line, 8 miles an hour faster, towing this train. Cody Levitt, Michael Bromley, and Colton Farrow ready to pounce on the number 12 of Randy Johnson. Here comes Levitt. He is faster. 9-10 miles an hour out of turn number 2. Levitt gonna storm on by the number 12 of Johnson. It looks like Bromley and Farrow gonna continue that freight train. Johnson all the way back to the 6th position now with just 3 laps to go. It has come down to these 2 drivers. Jordan Smith kind of playing blocker right now here as the Josiah Millen number 40, the Keystone Motorsports entry, running in second, trying to stalk that 37 of Cole Day. Danny Valenzuela going to get down onto the apron as he sees the race leaders coming with just 3 laps to go. Or that's actually Lynn McNeese, the gentleman's agreement there. Lynn McNeese just going to go and get out of the way. Look at Millen. He's going to bully dog his way to the inside of the 5 of Jordan Smith. They will come out of turn 4. They will get the popsicle sticks in the air. Millen will clear the 5 of Jordan Smith. Now with 2 laps to go, he has to go on the attack. We saw Randy Johnson. Johnson down pit road. He will not have enough fuel to finish this one out here at Darlington. Johnson coming to pit road. 1.5 laps to go here at Darlington. Millen is there. The 37 a day is leading them into turn 3 here. This time it's going to be right there. Just look at it. Just calling about a half a car length gap between the 37 of Cole Day and the number 40 of Josiah Millen. White flag going to be in the air here tonight. The white flag brought to us by Midnight Performance. So with 1 lap to go, 1.3 miles of racing, now 1 mile of racing to go. Josiah Millen all over the back. What will he do? Coming down the back straightaway for the final time. Millen gonna peek to the inside. Does he have the momentum built up in the 40? He is there. Millen to the inside in turn 3. Trying to hook the bottom. Cole Day to make contact in the middle of 3 and 4. Out of turn 4 for the final time. Day gonna slide. Contact between the teammates. Millen gonna win it here at Darlington. Millen gonna play spoiler to Cole Day. Out of turn 4, a last lap. Last turn pass. Josiah Millen will win the race at Darlington. Round number 2 going to the Keystone Motorsports driver out of Topton, Pennsylvania. Cole Day will finish in the 2nd position. You see the bump, but congratulations. These 2 drivers duke it out on the dirt all the time. And they race here in the IROC series. And they finish 1-2 tonight. Cody Levitt will come across the line. He will finish in 3rd position here tonight. But it's all about this man. He is going to burn it down for us race fans. This man, Josiah Millen, going to victory lane for the second time in his Salt Flat IROC career. Throws it sideways. He's going to give you the show, race fans. Josiah Millen, your winner. So as Josiah Millen does a little celebrating here tonight at Darlington, we are going to step away for just a moment here. We will be back here with your Bohica Esports post-race show here at Darlington. Welcome back here to the Darlington Raceway, race fans. Your midnight performance checkered flag was in the air as Cole Day and Josiah Millen battled it out for the race win. But now it's time to move on to the Bohica Esports post-race show here for the IROC series at the Darlington Raceway. I've caught up actually with your third place finisher here tonight out of Las Vegas, Cody. It's been a rough sledding for the last couple of races, but you're going to finally wind up back here on the podium with this Deeper Darker Do team. Strategy played a big factor into this one. What was the team communication out here tonight?
It was just pit every time possible. The more fuel you can get into it, sometimes it works out in our favor, sometimes it doesn't. This time it did, just because, you know, there was that long green flag run, and we put some fuel in with 2 to green, and it worked out in our favor, man. I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, so this is going to propel you into some good standings here. You're going to jump up a ton of spots in the Drivers' Championship. You should find yourself hovering right around that 5th position, and that's a lot better, you know, standings than what you were last season at this point. We know it's only 2 rounds in, but that's still a good foothold going forward here.
Yeah, man. Horrendous start to last season. Last race wasn't good, and this season either, but it's coming back. We're gonna keep on trucking here and hopefully get a bunch of good finishes in a row.
Now, this was a hard track here tonight at the Darlington Raceway. What do you think, though, when we head to your hometown at Viva Las Vegas just next week?
It's gonna be more pack racing, so it's gonna be a little bit different than this. A lot more, I guess, not much pit strategy, really. It's just stay in the front and you might win. I don't know.
Well, tonight, though, you stayed out in about the mid-pack, but worked your way to 3rd. Who do you got to thank for a 3rd-place finish?
I'm got to thank my teammates. We got Cole, we got Jamie. Jordan was helping us, too. They helped us with the steering offset, all that jazz, you know, what's the best way to go. I gotta thank you up here in the booth for broadcasting this. This is awesome. And I want to thank Danny, and I want to thank, I guess that's it. I don't know.
Well, congratulations to Cody Levitt. He brings the Deeper Darker Do team tonight home in 3rd. The driver, they call him the man, the myth, and the legend. He is the setup guru, the engineer. Cole, tell us about those final couple laps and that pit strategy you had down there to work your way into a position that you possibly had a chance to win here tonight.
Well, it was a lot to do with the pit strategist, Cody. He was helping us all with pit strategy, when we should pit, how much fuel we should take. So I got to thank him, because if it wasn't for him, may not have had enough fuel, may have took too much, and just not been able to be at the front. So got to thank him and just being at the right place, the right time.
Yeah, you were at the right place, the right time. But tell us about those couple last closing laps. You had your teammate Jordan Smith there playing blocker, the interferer there on that number 40 of Millen. That last couple laps, though, Millen was able to work around him. Were you worried when Millen got down to the inside there coming out of turn 2 on that final lap?
Absolutely. Earlier in the race, though, it seemed that you were able to at least keep up a little bit more on the outside. I was hoping I was able to get a good run off and still be able to, and we have a great drag race. Josiah may have gotten a little tight and worked his way up the track just a fuzz and made a little contact. It is what it is. It's racing.
Well, now you and Millen go way back. You run a lot of dirt races together. You've run a lot of races through the last couple of years. I mean, what's the take there on the final lap coming out of turn 4? Is that all game, or maybe look for a little bump in the next couple of weeks?
No, we've definitely had our many races together, and we have definitely thrown elbows and doors at each other. So it's just another one of those deals. I'm not mad about it, but I've got one up on him. So if he gets one next week, then hey, well, I guess we're even on the scoreboard.
Well, Cole, you have some of the largest numbers in wins, so I guess a second place ain't gonna really hurt yourself too much. It's a good points night at the end of the day, but who do you got to thank for bringing this 37 machine home in second place tonight at Darlington?
Like Cody said, teammates, without them pushing me up, working with each other, we wouldn't be able to make up so much ground. So I got to thank Cody, Jordan, and Jamie. Without them, me and Cody probably wouldn't be in this position. So they're a great help. Admins and race control for always keeping everyone in line during the race when tempers flare. You up in the booth for always putting on a great broadcast, and everyone showing up and watching and enjoying the race.
Well, there you heard it from the driver of Cole Day. He brings home the 37 machine P number 2 as he battled this man right here in Victory Lane. Josiah, you parked the 40. Keystone Motorsports, Keystone Racing entry here in Victory Lane. Your second victory. Tell us about those final laps there as you ran down the race leader of Cole Day and were able to work to the inside.
Well, it all started on that last caution. I really wanted to try to stay on the same pit strategy as the Deeper Darker Do guys. I missed the entry to pit road, and that's where I thought it was going to spiral out of control when it went green flag, but I had a good pit stop. They made up a ton of ground. Cole and Jordan just blew past me on the backstretch, and I said, well, if I can ride behind them and get to Randy Johnson, maybe I can finish second. And then Jordan ended up pushing up the track just a little bit. I got a nose under him, and he said, have at it, boys. So I figured maybe this is my shot. I really did not mean to get into Cole on that last turn. I think my adrenaline got the best of me. I was really trying to win that race. It's not how I wanted to win it. I love running with Cole, especially Cody too. I've been running with these guys forever, so it does kind of feel good to beat these guys. They're good guys.
Yeah, it's got to feel pretty good also to be able to get your second victory ever in the Salt Flat IROC Series. Is this going to propel the Keystone Motorsports group now maybe into a couple more victories this year, because it's still early in the season?
I sure hope so. I'm not very good at Darlington. My finish here says differently, but last week I finished second, and I was hoping that momentum would carry over into Darlington, and it sure did. My teammate Donald, he finished 10th, so it's a good night for Keystone Motorsports.
Well, a great night for you here, Millen, but what do you think? We're going to head to a couple different tracks here in the next coming weeks. We're going to head to the Las Vegas Oval out there in Viva Las Vegas. We're going to head up to Milwaukee, drink a couple beers at the Milwaukee Mile, and then we're going to head to Kansas for round number 5. 3 different tracks coming up here in the next 3 weeks. Do you think you're going to be able to park her back in Victory Lane at any of those 3?
I'm not going to rule it out. I mean, I won at the Black Lady, so I wouldn't rule out another win just yet.
Well, before we let you go here, Millen, we're going to roll the red carpet out as we do for all of our winners here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Hand you the microphone. Who do you got to thank for parking this Keystone Motorsports number 40 back in Victory Lane?
The first person I got to thank is my fiance. She's actually looking at me right now. I just won the race, so I have to thank her for letting me spend all my time on the computer the last couple of weeks. Keystone Motorsports, Bohica, Donald, Bromley, Cole Haas, Massey. They were a big help tonight. Turn 3 Racing Network for you guys putting on this show, and Salt Flat Racing. This is a fun league to run in. The street stocks are a blast. So far, so good for the first 2 races of the year. I'm excited.
Well, there you heard it from your winner tonight here, race fans. He resides out of Topton, Pennsylvania, and races for the Keystone Racing Stables. That is Josiah Millen winning his 2nd race ever in the IROC series. Congratulations to that whole group. Cole Day and Cody Levitt rounding out the top 3. 3 of the classiest racers you're going to find on the iRacing service have been racing together for years, and they showed that they still have a power and able to finish 1, 2, and 3. That's just about going to wrap it up here at the Lady in Black they call the Darlington Raceway. First, let's walk you through your finishing order. This is how everybody finishes here tonight at Darlington for round number 2. Josiah Millen, you just heard from him. He wins the race. Cole Day was a close 2nd place. Just didn't hang on to it there in the final set of corners. He finishes 2nd. Cody Levitt rallied back for a 3rd place finish here tonight. Bromley, look at him. The Bohica Esports entry. He finishes in the 4th spot with that draft top machine. Colton Farrell has another good run. He finishes in 5th. Jeff Berger was the biggest mover of the race, moving up 17 positions. He's going to finish P number 6. Jamie Leach in the 88. He will finish there in the 7th position. Daryl Clauder rounds out the 8th position. 9th going to go to Orlando Rivera. And look at Donald Bennett finishes in the 10th spot. Danny Valenzuela, out of all the troubles that he had in the early stages of this race, he'll finish 1 lap down, running in the 11th spot. Randy Johnson not having enough fuel to finish this one out under his own power. He finishes in the 12th position. Lynn McNeese is 13th. Taylor finishes 14th. Matheson 15th. Jordan Smith with his internet issues 4 laps down, comes home 16th. 17th going to go to the Timmy Valenzuela. Russ Hancock finishes 18th here tonight. 19th to Todd Poston. 20th to Quincy Atkins. A rough night for the 75 group. 21st going to be Brandon Massey in the 65. 22nd, Ira Kohlhaas. 23rd, Josh Buckley. And, of course, Jason Griffith-Dobbs having a little bit of computer issues here tonight at the Darlington Raceway. Coming up next here for the Salt Flat IROC Series, and we're going to head to the Las Vegas Motor Speedway next week for round number 3. We're going to see who can party in the in the gambling capital of the world out there in the desert. And, of course, then we head to the Milwaukee Mile for round number 4, and the IROC Series will head for round number 5 to the Kansas Motor Speedway. That's coming up here for the IROC Series in just the next couple of weeks. But for everybody at the Turn 3 Racing Network, I'm Roger Muth, and for everybody over at the Salt Flat Series, we hope you're all safe all around the world, and we will catch you next Wednesday night when the IROCs are back on track.